What's up, guys? I'm going to keep this concept that I'm about to explain as short and sweet as possible. And this is a very simple thing to take in. This piece of knowledge that I'm about to give is very simple. And often in life, people like to complicate things more than they should, right? People tend to overthink things more than they should. This is something I myself am notorious for. But the busier I am, the less I'm overthinking. And during this pandemic that we're in, obviously every single one of us are doing a little bit less than we normally would be because damn near everything is closed. And especially when the weather isn't great outside, there's really not much we can do besides get up and leave and go for a drive or something like this. So, anyways, here's the formula. Consistency and patience equals success. If you can keep this formula, you will be successful in whatever it is that you plan on doing or are doing. 100%. Every single thing that I did in my life, I got success with because I stayed consistent and I stayed patient. And the truth of the matter is, you can be as consistent as you want to be. But if you don't have that patience, you will fall short. You cannot let small results discourage you, because great results show up a year later. Let me explain it like this. When I got my physique that I got in the gym, you don't even really notice the change all that much because you are in your own body. You're working hard towards it every single day. So you're making small changes every single day and it's adding up. But once you take that progress picture at first in the beginning and you're just in a normal, regular body that isn't chiseled, you're not exactly shredded or ripped, a year later, you take another picture, your body almost looks completely different. That's consistency, that is patience. You can't expect to hit the gym for a couple weeks or a month or even 3 months and think you're going to have a completely different physique. Now you can make big changes in 3 months, but you're not going to look completely different, and you're not going to perfect your physique like you would if you were patient and waited that entire year and stayed consistent that entire year and did the work. Now you can pick, this is just an example, you can pick whatever it is that you want to do in your life. Whatever it is. If you use this method of consistency and patience, it will equal success. And the more consistent you are, the better you get at what you're doing. You might suck in the beginning. You might suck. But as the days go by, you'll start to get better and better and better and better and better. And it just starts adding up. You might even think in the beginning that you were better than you actually are. And then once you do so much of it and you look back, it's like, damn, I was not as good as I thought I was. But you know what? I still wasn't bad, but I just wasn't as good as I thought I was. That's because you know how good you can be. You know how good you can be. That's why you think ahead like this. And the only thing that's going to make you that good at whatever it is that you're doing is all that consistency and all that patience. Because with the consistency, you need the patience as well. Because there's going to be times where you feel like throwing in the towel. There's going to be times where you think you're just wasting your time and nothing much is going to come out of this. But it will. It will. Trust and believe that. We all go through this. We all think to ourselves, nothing is going to come out of this. But as long as you just stay on that track that you're on and keep the promises you make to yourself, there it is. You can't do something just a couple times a week. It's every single day. Day in and day out. And guess what? When you decide to do this, don't expect anybody to be sticking around your psycho ass while you're achieving your goals and you're on your mission. When I was in the gym, I'm just going to use this as an example once again. When I was in the gym and I was grinding and I was putting in that work, guess who was there at the end of the day? Just me. People would show up with me every now and then, a couple different times. Nobody could stay consistent like I could. Nobody could keep up the way I was going, and everybody fell off. Everybody wanted it like I wanted it in the beginning, but not everybody sticks to the plan. Very few do that. People say they want things, but they don't actually do what it takes to get it. And there's even things in my life where I put in so much work towards things and it just ended up not working out. And it's all because I had no control over that. Because I needed other people to help me achieve the goals. You see what I mean? And I didn't get that. But as long as you, yourself, are in complete control of your goals, and you don't need any help to achieve them, you should be able to do that no matter what. There should be no excuse in that case. So, whatever it is that you decide to do, remember this method. There is no shortcuts. Do not look for a shortcut, because it's going to end bad. And I'm going to use this again. If you're using shortcuts when you're trying to build whatever it is that you're doing, in this process, you are building a brick wall. And when you take shortcuts when you're building that brick wall, what's going to happen to that wall? You're not going to build it properly. It's going to end up falling over and it's going to break and you're going to be left with nothing. You're going to start from scratch again. Lay every single brick perfectly, one brick at a time. That's what you need to do. You need to max out your day every single day and focus on the day. Focus on the task at hand. Don't look ahead too far. Do not take shortcuts. Do not try and do it too fast. Lay every single brick down perfectly every single day. Because eventually you're going to build an entire wall with every brick you just laid perfectly. And that wall is not going anywhere. It's going to stand upright. And it's going to be there forever. And you can keep building off of this wall if you want to. This is how it works, guys. And I know some of you guys already know this, but I'm explaining it in a different type of way that I hope it makes sense to you guys. So, this is literally the formula to success. What I just explained is easy, right? Or should I say, what I just explained is simple, right? But it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. The instructions of what you have to do is simple, but actually doing it is not easy. Because like I said, there's going to be times where you feel like, you know what, I might just be wasting my time and nothing might come out of this. But it will. And it does every single time. The universe will give you what you deserve for staying consistent with what it is that you do. Put first things first. Put the most important things that you need to do in the run of the day first. Always. I'm out.